Alright boys, so for today's video, when we're doing something different, I will be showing you guys the best beginner strategies to play, and of course we'll be playing in the highest arena because I don't see a point in recording like Yellow Stadium or something. So yeah, I'm going to be playing in BFP Coliseum boost only, and I'll be showing you guys the top 3 easiest strategies, starting with number 3, which is going to be Heli Farm Glue. Now, I will show you guys the easiest strategy in the game, and this is just my personal opinion. I'm actually gonna skip Marsh because it's a really bad map for Heli Glue. Frozen River, pretty good map for Heli Glue. Heli Ice is actually arguably better on this map, but I'll go Heli Farm Glue just for the sake of the video. So good luck to this guy. And these strategies aren't really exclusive to boost only, because if you're like a newer player, if you're like a noob, you're gonna play in lower arenas and you can make anything work in lower arenas. You just have to know how to defend, like defending is gonna be the most problematic part. Rushing should be pretty easy because nobody really knows how to defend. So starting with number 3, our strategy is going to be Heli Farm Glue. So I think round 13 is where you guys will struggle the most. I'll pay more attention to round 14, but overall, like, I'll just talk about the strategy, okay? So first of all, like, Heli Farm Glue is an excellent drain strategy. This is not a late game strategy. This is a strategy which you use to, force like lower time games or lower duration games. Because first of all, like, the strategy isn't that great late game. In the current meta, where it's like triple A's or like anything really, dot from A's, dot from super, everything beats Heli Farm Glue if you allow them to have money. So first step of playing the strat is to make sure you end the rounds really quickly, and how you end the rounds is pretty much just pop the balloons. It's that simple. It's as simple as that. The sooner you pop the balloons, the more the less the round duration is gonna be. So that's what I'll do here. Notice my heli targeting there, by the way. That is exactly how I'm gonna target your heli, so you can anti-stall. But in this matchup, it doesn't really matter if you anti-stall, because we are against the NG. Now, Heli Farm Glue is a drain strat, but it depends on the matchup, okay? If you're playing against NG, then you have to stall, which means not pop the balloons. But if you're playing against like something that outclass you, then you have to obviously anti-stall. So you can like force a low money scenario, and then you can just drain them later on. So in this scenario, you're up against NG, so you wanna stall the rounds out. Make sure you don't pop the balloons, or at least try to. And it's really hard to do so, because if you chase, then you're gonna leak a lot more. But you just have to look at the rounds. Okay, round 6, it's fine if I chase, because we have a quad dots and greens aren't really gonna do much against your quad dots. So I can't afford to just do this, and then once he sends, and I can just put the heli like this, and I can also go for the glue gunner, which is gonna be the correct play here. You wanna go for a glue gunner and not a second heli here. I'm actually gonna go for the 2-2 here. Let's play it safe. And you can also use your spikes. Like, feel free to use the spikes. You don't really need spikes with the strategy. And that's pretty much it. Look at that. That defends so well. And you don't really want to send much against engineer. You only want to send space stuff. And this is for like, not just heli glue. For every passive strategy, sending space is a lot more cost efficient than sending grip. So just try to like force defense using space. Obviously, there are exceptions to this, where you do want to send space, or you do want to not send space. So it's not applicable all the time. But for the most part, like, just send space and you'll be fine. Alright, I'm just gonna go for the farm, and he might send me yellows. Yeah, I'm just gonna boost. It's just gonna be a boost part. We'll send him 4 leads, and I'll boost right about now. Make sure you guys make your opponent run for their money, because you don't want to give up the boost for free. Make sure you just let them send a lot and then boost. Here I can probably go for a farm, because we made him send that much. If we didn't make him send that much, then I would not be going for this, because then he would have money like rerush. Here he's just so focused on saving up for the trap. Look at that. He barely even affords the trap, because we just made him send so much. So that is what you want to do. Always give them a run for their money, and just wait till the last second to get up defense and stuff like that. Okay, now we are gonna have a really big farm lead, because look at my farms, dude. Second glue goes here, I think, on close, and I'm just gonna bank up here. So it's a different route, right? There's a lot of routes when it comes to like Heli Farm Glue. The best one is just going for a 2.5 bank. Obviously, again, it's not applicable for every scenario. Every single scenario, every single matchup is different. Even though if you're playing against NG, you might, like, this might not be the ideal route. It just depends on how the game is played out as well. So There's no fixed route on how to farm, but 2.5 Bing is like generally like the most played out, I suppose. He's gonna do the same route. Okay, fair enough. So we are out farming, which is really good. NG is supposed to out farm us, I mind you, because they have like 3 sources of income. You know, they have Bloom Trap as well. So you out farming NG is actually a pretty big deal because you're not supposed to out farm. So if you do out farm, then good for you, man. I'm actually gonna send a bait rush here. You can also send bait rushes. I did say only send space, but you can actually send bait rushes. Okay, I did not mean to go for the liquefier. As what's the is it liquefier or is it something else? I think it's called dissolver. Yeah, I did not mean to go for that. That was a mistake. I was supposed to go for a 2-2 glue, but I couldn't afford because I bought the liquefier, so I guess it's fine because he didn't send enough. For camos, you can just get up a second hot dots enhance high for instruments heli. And that should be enough. As you guys saw there, we defend it without any problems, and I think we can just cash out here, baby. Now if he re-rushes, it's gonna be a problem, I'd say, but shouldn't be anything major. And I'm actually gonna use my spikes for the Moab here. Yep, he's gonna send a Moab, perfect. And we gotta make sure we just glue the ceramics. If we glue the ceramics, the heli or the helis should be able to clean up. And look at that. Really simple, really easy. I got the second glue because I didn't want this glue to get PS capped, and this is where you want your Jose to be, by the way. The first glue, like this glue's priority is like getting a good spot in for 2-2, right? But this spot is more so for the Jose, so it can like, you know, re-glue the Moabs here. And here I'm just probably just gonna cash out. Yeah, he's gonna send Camelot, so I'm just gonna cash out, go for the second Razor Rotors, and then a third heli with you know, camo and hot dots on it. And this should be able to glue it. Or do we even need it? I don't even think we need it. Yeah, we're just fine. Look at that. Look at that. Really simple. You have all the time in the world because glue is just broken. Honestly, the top 3 most or like the easiest strategies are just gonna be like glue strats because glue is in a really broken state right now. I forgot to say this, but glue got nerfed, by the way. I know it doesn't even seem like it got nerfed. It was just $100 base cost increase, which is like nothing. So glue is still broken. Don't get me wrong, it got nerfed, but it's still absurdly broken. They need to like do a lot more nerfs, you know. This is not enough. So yeah, I would say the most broken tower right now is probably the glue gunner. I'm actually gonna set up a BFB because yeah, he's struggling to AI, so he's not gonna defend a BFB, obviously. But round 20, BFB defense, you can go for like one more downdraft, or like just add like 2 downdrafts to this, you know, upgrade this to downdraft and then 1 more heli downdraft, and that should be more than enough. 2 Razor Rotors, 2 downdrafts on boost usually is enough. You can also Apache if you have extra money. I would Apache, you know, if you're scared of choking, then just Apache. And that's pretty much it. And I think he's gonna die here because he's not defending this properly. He needs to go for 2 traps and then double Sabo, but I don't think he's doing it correctly. Yeah, I didn't even Sabo. That's not how you want to defend. Okay, that's Sabo. What a late Sabo. Let's see if it's enough. No, he's just dead. Okay. Alright, that's how you play Heli Glue, baby. Number 3, easiest strategy on not on in the game. I'm not gonna rematch this guy so we can you know, find someone better. Alright guys, so next opponent is going to be Chang Evan, and number 2 on the easiest strategy leaderboard is going to be none other than Tack from Wiz, the OG Tack strategy. First of all, like I gotta say this is not a good strat by any means, and this is not a good map for this strat either, but I feel like we'll make it work anyways. So yeah, Tack from Wiz, right? First of all, use Mortar instead of Wizard and it's a lot better. The reason why we're using Wizard is because Mortar requires a little bit of micro, so it's not really ideal, but keep in mind that Tack from Mortar is better. So if you know how to play that strat, go ahead and use that, okay? You don't have to use this. So step 1 of playing Tack from Wiz is that you have to be extremely greedy, okay? Legit just greed like it's breathing for you, okay? That's what you want to do with the strat, and I'm actually gonna go for my Tack like here-ish because I don't really want to anti-stall, you know. I'm gonna go for the 1-0, and hold on, let me go for the, okay, I don't know for it's all good. Listen a little bit then. Alright, I do want to use my spikes. It's all good. We have Tack from Wiz, baby. We don't have to worry about anything at all with the strat. Now this is not really a good map for the strat, but I'm gonna play it anyways just to show you guys like how easy it is. Like if it works on like a bad map like this one, of course it's gonna work on a good map, okay? especially in the lower arenas. I know I'm playing in PvP Cosm. This is the highest arena, baby. This should not work in the highest arena, or any of these strategies that I'm playing today should not work in the highest arena. But it's just that like people are just so bad, even in the top arena, that you can make pretty much anything work, as long as you know how to play, obviously. Alright, so he did not buy 9-inch nails, right? Yep, that's not a 9-inch nails, so we can probably extend the rounds out by just sending pings, you know? Remember what I said about sending space? Space give extremely high value, like extremely high returns, so make sure you guys spam the heck out of space balloons. It does not cost you that much money. Sure, like, he's gonna have bananas, he's gonna get bananas from one fight, and I don't, but trust me, okay, in the long run, the little bit of extension is gonna be worth it, because you're gonna notice that you're gonna have a lot more money to, like, do things overall. And just bloom boost some blacks here. You can punish greeds by bloom boosting space balloons. Notice how I'm still not sending greens or whatever, because I wanna force defense using this and not greens. I'm gonna go for the 2-0 second 2-0 tack shooter here, so we can defend those blacks. This is a bad map, like I said, so you're gonna have to naturally over defend. On a few maps like this, one blaze shooter is normally enough. Okay, so he still has not gotten up his plantation, so I think we can send greens here to like easily force his sprockets. Nice, perfect. So see, that was an exception on you know, not sending space, because I got a quick sprockets post there and also did another plantation. So there are exceptions. Okay, you don't have to always send space all the time. And I also went for this fat tack sprayer. It's like a worse version of blaze shooter, except it's cheaper, you know. So if you don't want to like going for double blaze shooter would be over defending, so I'm actually gonna go for a tack sprayer instead. So you know, we have just a amount of defense that we need, and you know, that's pretty much it. Okay, I'm gonna go for the second farm here. Remember, we have to greed with the strategy, so feel free to go for farms and then sell it if you want. And you also want to rush. So this guy went for the second farm, right? Which means he is barely gonna afford the bloom trap. So what I'll do is just send him 4 leads. It used to be 3 leads until like NinjaKiwi buffed the speed of the leads spawning. So you can actually do 4 now before round 11 starts. And then you just send whites pretty much. You can bloom boost these. I like to not bloom boost, so they are forced to like not boost. Because if they boosted this, I can send a bloom boost rerush on round 13 and they're pretty much just cooked. Okay, nice. We're gonna get a boost here, so I should be able to bait out something on round 13, because he just used the boost to a non-boosted rush, which means I should be able to do a lot of damage by sending a you know, boosted bait rush. I'm not gonna allow. You could all out here, honestly. If it's like a lower arena, you can totally all out here and then probably cheese your opponents, but I'm actually not gonna all out. I'm gonna send him a bait rush here, because if I all out, he's gonna defend. Oh, the bloom trap spawned there. That's unlucky. Maybe it's screen lag. Yeah, I think it's screen lag. Okay, he might all out me. Let's see. He's gonna all out. Not all out, huh? You're just gonna go for 2-3 wizards if they're all out with camos. If it's non-camo, then you can obviously just go for the blade maelstrom ability, and that should be more than enough. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Is there a farm hidden there? I don't think so. Maybe he's waiting for camo ceramics. Oh boy. Going for the lightning then was a bad idea, because now I have to defend for ceramics, but it's fine. We're in a good spot here. Alright, send the ceramics, come on. Is there a bank there? There might be a bank there, boys. Alright, I'm just gonna go for my bank. There we go. So against NG Spac, right? This is kind of a tough matchup, okay? I don't really like this matchup, but try to make it work anyways. I'm gonna send him a bait rush once again, non-boosted. Just to try and force something. Okay, nice. We got the spike ball factory force. I'll take that. And we got a boost. Okay, perfect. That was really good. Alright. Yeah, I don't think he had to boost there, but he did get up the spike ball factory pretty late. Oh yeah, there's a farm there. Look at that. You can see the boost thingy, right? Like the boost effect. So there's a bank there, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Now he does have like really good defense. There's not really much point in rushing this. And this is where like our strategy falls short, okay? We can't really kill him now. That's the problem, right? There's no way to kill him. Like, he's a bloom trap, he's gonna be fine. I'm gonna send out a fake Moab here. And you know, just like bloom boost a bunch of like stuff behind. And I'm also gonna cash out for my BIA there. And it's gonna send me a DFB. Okay. Just gonna go for the good old played Maelstrom ability, and that should be enough. Nice. Okay, let's go for Blade Shooter here. And round 19, he might send a Bloon Rush. I'm just gonna cash out again. He does. So ideally, you want to try to defend using like Tack Shooter, obviously, but this map isn't really good for Tack, so I'm gonna have to like not go for Tack Shooters. I mean, at least like not really like not go for them at all, but I'll go for a few, but I will also go for like deep breaths and stuff. All right, so he might send me a BFB, right? And honestly, I don't really wanna, what do you call it? I don't really wanna send him one. Okay, I'd rather just me defend his BFB and then we'll sort it out later on. So you wanna be careful here, right? Because camos behind the BFB could be really deadly. So what I'll do is just like try to over defend this, or like defend really fast at least, so we can get it over with, you know. I'm gonna use my last boost as well because we don't need the boost, and this is how you defend, right? You go for Maelstrom in really good spots like this, and this, and that's it. The better the Maelstrom spot is, the less the lesser amount of abilities you'll need. So I use 3 there. I think on some maps you can do it with 2 and even 1, you know, if the map is really good for the Tack Shooter. So that's kind of that. There's been no defending, right? He knows that he has kind of an edge. If I had Tack Motor here, we would have an edge because we have a stall. But it's kind of even, I would say. I am going to go for the Ring of Fire, I think. It's going to be pretty worth. So this is the Ring of Fire spot I'm going to go for. And can we cash out here? He's probably going to cash out for a factory this round, I would imagine. Yeah, he does. But that's 9. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to have to get up a second D-Breath and get up a hood. Nope, we're fine. Okay, yeah. D-Breath got bugged, so no wonder we're fine there. Alright, I'm just going to cash out, go for my factory. You can see we're not that far behind in farms, which is good to see. Because I feel like we're going to be able to defend a lot more than them because of the strategy difference. I mean, Spike's factory needs a lot of micro, you know. I wouldn't say it's like good, but at least it's reliable. Our strat isn't really reliable, but when it comes to like a really early all out, like around 40 all out, I feel like we'll be fine. So I'm willing to like roll the dice on it. When we both rush around 30, I'm thinking we will be able to defend for a little bit longer than him. Also, D-Breath got buff, so +1 Pierce, that's kind of that. So our late game setup is going to be simple. I'm not going to go for like a lot of D-Breaths. I guess I'll go for a few just so we can defend camos. We'll mainly go for Tack Sprayers, and then we'll go for Blade Maelstroms towards the end. Maybe even Ring of Fires. We'll see. The point is, we need to defend a lot more than him. Like a lot more. Because like I said, his defense is more reliable, so I have to defend more. There's no other option. Alright, let's go for our third factory now. I'm going to sell the BI. Did he just send me? Oh, this is not maxed out. That's a mistake. It's supposed to be maxed out. Alright, so he's going to send a ZMG, right? This is annoying. I'm going to sell the BI here. I think he sold his BI as well. And this is how you defend this, right? ZMG is kind of tricky because you need to like micro a lot. So be prepared. You can go for like 1 Phoenix just to help out with the micro. You know what? I'll go for 2. Splash that. You know, I'm actually gonna hold on. I'm gonna go for 3. This is looking bad. Oh man, that was a lot of micro. Yeah, good luck on that one, boys. Because if you have slow micro, I mean, just don't play the strategy on short maps, okay? Because if you cannot micro like that, then you can't really defend, you know? But hey, it is defendable. Just bring it out there, you know? Alright. So we should start to catch up to his farms because he pretty much just killed his eco. And he has to go for the spike mines on round 27, so that's fun. Alright, now we are pretty much even in farms, right? So it's close because his Bloom Trap is still carrying pretty hard. Okay, for round 27, we're gonna need like 4 D-Breaths, I believe. Yeah, 4 sounds good. I'll go for maybe even 5. It's our Tack Sprayer actually, scratch that. Go for a Tack Sprayer or 2. Tack Sprayers are pretty good, so you can go for them. And oh boy, that is pushing. Pretty good. Yeah, that sure is pushing. This is why I kind of hesitated to go for the Tack Sprayers because they aren't really like good on this map. It's all good though. Alright, so late game defense has to be Tack Sprayers. There's no other way I can defend because I have no money. You know, I would love to go for Phoenixes, but we just don't have the luxury to do so, you know? I'm just so broke. So We'll go for Tack first, and we'll try to Maelstrom micro. I'll probably get up a few Maelstrom just for just to be safe. You know, we do have one boost, which is really useful. Our boosts are definitely way more like relevant than his boost. Because you know what are you gonna boost? Like spike mines? Yeah, good luck with that. I mean you can boost it up, but it's just not gonna be of any value. And you know, I'm gonna send this Ring of Fire. Oh, you know what? Well, let's keep it up. Okay, so let's send a rush. Alright. Round 30 is when you want to all out NG spec in like low money scenarios. So I'm just gonna send the rush right now. He's probably gonna counter right away. Because if he doesn't, he's just dead. Yeah, I think he might be dead here. He needs to count like right now, otherwise he's forced to defend. Oh, I think he's dead. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna boost, you know, just to boost my farms, so they spawn like the crates a lot faster. And I'm actually gonna send my Ring of Fire because I'm gonna rely on Maelstrom. And you wanna make sure that you send like constant ZMGs. You never really wanna send BFBs, you know, because it's just not gonna be worth. And now you wanna go for, you know, just BFBs, I think. Yeah, now it's a good time. And I think he's just dead here. He messed up. He should have just rushed me on round 30, and then it's probably a close matchup. I wouldn't say he's winning. It's just that it's kind of close. But now he's totally cooked, you know. Like, these CMGs aren't gonna be enough. Okay, you know what? Let's just sell some of our experts there. Because I don't really want to pop the CMG, you know, because the BFBs are gonna move a lot faster. And this should pretty much just be game, you know. He might try sending me camos, so I'm ready. I have a bunch of wizards, and let's Maelstrom the round 22 yeah, one more time. And let's sell this so we don't choke on us. It doesn't matter. We are gonna be chilling here because it's not even close. And that's how you do it, man. We just won with Tack from Wiz on one of the worst maps, I think. I don't think there's a worse map for Tack Wiz than cards. Oh, who am I kidding? There is, but you know, like it's one of the worst maps. So yeah, as you can saw, right? Pretty easy strat. You don't really have to do much, you know. I mean, you have to micro a little bit, but it's not that bad because just don't play it on like hard maps. Okay, play it on like, I don't know, like Interchange is good, Moon Landing is pretty good, you know, where like the bends are really good for Taxure, and that's the number 2 easiest strategy in the game, baby. Oh man, not this guy again. This is the first opponent, right? Alright. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, so the final strategy for today's video, the easiest strategy in the game, in my opinion, is none other than Tack, Village, and Glue. You pretty much combine the broken aspect of the Glue with the broken aspect of the Taxure. Pretty much number 3 easiest strategy combined with number 2 in a way, and then you throw in a Village there because Village is you know, gonna make everything easier. I'm actually gonna skip this map because I want a better map. Interchange, perfect. Okay, I was hoping to get like Moon Landing or something, like a really good Tack map, but you know what? We'll run the strategy on this map. This guy is not the greatest. Oh man, if you skip it, okay, I'm not playing Swan Lake. I gotta get out of here, man. We need at least a decent Tack map, okay? Alright, I'm not playing Tack on Swan Lake. Don't do it, okay? On that map, in case you're wondering, if you want to know easy strategy for that map, probably just go board from Boomer, you know? Really simple strat, so that's gonna be that. And the reason why it's not on a leaderboard is because like it's really niche. You can only use it on like water maps, so obviously not gonna include it. And we found him again. Alright, please just give me a good Tack map. Okay, you know what? I'm down with this. I'm down for this, I suppose. Of course, he just skips it. And we get Treasure Hunt. Yep, gotta love Ninja Kiwi for these maps here. And we get Yin Yang. Why do we keep getting water maps, bro? Yeah, I'm not playing this. We need a good Tack map. On that map, you can probably use Heli Glue. You know, it's a good Heli Glue map. I don't know where that map was for the number 3 strat showcase, but oh well. Oh man, this might just be the best Tack Village Glue map. Let's go. Just gonna skip it, dude. This guy is a little. Okay, you know what? I don't want to get demonetized or something. Let's not fuss on this channel. Alright, good luck. He's gonna skip this map 100%. Oh, never mind. He actually doesn't skip it. He skips all the decent maps, but he doesn't skip the mid maps. Anyways, I'm fine with it. I don't really care. Oh, this guy's gonna get steamroll. So yeah, this is probably the best map for Tack Village Glue. Now you could anti-stall with this strategy. I like to like not anti-stall, you know, because first of all, like after the recent farm buff, you aren't even like gonna prevent the banana. I mean, you prevent the second banana, but they still get a banana, you know. So I don't really see why spiking could be worth. I mean, it's probably still worth, but I like to save my spike, you know. It's not really gonna make that big of a difference, so Just gonna save my spikes. You can spike an anti-shot if you want. You know, it's completely up to you, okay? If you think you're not gonna use spikes, go ahead and use it, okay? It's up to you guys. This one spike is not gonna matter too much. Anyways, yeah, really strong strategy on this map, okay? In general, terrible strat. Like all of the strategy that I showed in today's video are terrible strats. They will not compete against the best players, but you're not gonna find any decent players in arenas. Heck, even in the highest arena like CMG Superdome, you're probably gonna win with the strats because everyone just sucks, okay? It is what it is. If you're watching this and you suck, hey, you're not alone, okay? Everyone sucks in the highest arenas too, because I won every single game today with strategies that I'm not supposed to win with, okay? So hey, if I can do it, you can do it as well, okay? Anyways, coming back to Tack Village Ninja, right? Or Tack Village Glue, god, what am I saying? Yeah, Tack Village Ninja used to be better because of the Sabo. You know, Sabo is a lot better, you know? But Ninja got nerfed in recent update. Like, the star got nerfed. Sabo now does 40% instead of 50%, which means it does the same as Glue. So there is no reason to use Ninja over Glue, you know? I mean, Glue is just better now because it's equal in install, it's way more cost effective, and it's easier to use, I guess, and you know, like, just overall better, you know? I don't really I think Ninja is a lot worse than Glue in this matchup, but you can use Ninja if you want. I highly recommend Glue because you need like 5 Sabos, okay? Just for good measure, you need 5 Sabos late game, and just compare that to like 2 Glue Jose's, okay? 2 is gonna be enough, okay? One here, boom, that's it. That's gonna glue everything up. So yeah, definitely use Glue now. And hold on, am I leaking too much here? I kinda am. Oh man. Okay, let's go for a second pack shooter here. Keep it simple. And this is gonna be a 1-0 for now, because I don't afford the 2-0, but you can go for the 2-0 if you want, because obviously this is not enough. God, I leaked quite a bit actually. I'm just gonna boost this up. I probably should have just gotten up the second tack shooter once he started setting black, so we overall don't leak as much, but oh well, it's all good. He might try re-rushing here for the second blade shooter, I would imagine. Yeah, I do. Okay, nice, perfect. And this is exactly why we choose like this spot instead of like the Ring of Fire spot, because you can go for blade shooter. If I go for attack sprayer there, like here, like in this spot, then I would 100% probably die there, you know, because god, he can send a lot. Alright, I'm gonna passive up here and save up for my what do you call it? Actually, you don't really need Ring of Fire. One more like benefit about this strategy is that you don't exactly need Ring of Fire, which means you can eco a little bit more because oh, this guy's dead, I think. Oh, do I really want to choke rush right now, man? Okay, you know what, we'll let him be. I can probably like just choke rush him and kill him here, but that'll be nice, okay? Nice, we got a boost. Okay, I'll take that. He might be playing Sneaky Cobra, by the way. Oh yeah, I think he's playing Sneaky Cobra. Could be. Alright, let's go for the camo. And yeah, see, I don't need the radar scanner or the Ring of Fire because we have this glue gunner. So you can just put this on strong and just buy 2-2 and you'll defend constant lead. So I'm a big fan of this setup, and if they're allowed, you can just sell in the maelstrom and boom, it defends everything, you know? After you defend the leads, obviously. And this guy might just die here. What is he doing? He's gotta get us some defense, man. Alright, I'm gonna send him a boosted eco rush here, nothing crazy. Just some space balloons and then like eco whites. That's literally it. Alright. Is he good? God, he's leaking a lot, but hey, he deserves it. He sent me quite a bit, okay? On round 6 and stuff. That's probably gonna be a boost actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna boost. Probably didn't need to boost there, but I'll play it safe. And now I'm gonna send him some ceramics. He might as well just die here. I don't know if he's fine. Yeah, I think he's dead. Oh, that's his last boost. Oh, he's getting drained. What is he doing? He's just choke rushing. So don't be like this guy, okay? These strategies aren't choke rush strats, okay? These are like actual strats which are like, you know, half decent. I'm gonna go for the Ring of Fire here. Like at a certain point, obviously, it's worth to just go for the Ring of Fire. And he keeps... What is he doing, bro? I think he's just dead. He's out of boost, right? Or does he have one more? He might have one more, but I think he's dead. Yeah, he says the BI... It's not enough? Oh, it's actually enough. Okay, good for you, bro. Just barely survived there. God, people are so greedy in this arena. He's gonna try to get the BI back up. That's gonna be a big mistake because he's just gonna have to sell it. Alright, now you can just go for the Glue Jose. Now, if you think you're in trouble, don't worry. Glue Jose is in the game, baby. Just go for the 2-3 Glue Gunner on strong, and 99 problems, 99 of your problems are instantly solved because of how broken this thing is. So, don't worry. Glue Jose is in the house, baby. And I'm just gonna continue pampering him with these, not pampering, continue like annoying him, I guess, with these like timed eco rushes. Remember, I'm still ecoing, okay? It's just that my rushes are like just clumped together, so he's not able to like, you know, catch a breath. And I'm gonna send another rush here. Actually, this is gonna be really nicely with the AI. Okay, now go. Leads, zebras, and then a ton of whites. And I think he's cooked here. He's just so low on lives. Yeah, he's dead. Look at the balloons up top. 6, come on. Okay, I saw that there, but apparently he's fine. It's all good. And oh my god, round 20 is so much easier too with Tack Village Glue, because you don't have to go for a Sabo, you know? Sabo is so freaking expensive. You don't have to do it. You can just go for the freaking you don't have to go for anything actually. You just foam stall, you know, forever. And that's it. Glue Jose is gonna take care of everything for you. So god, this tower is broken. Anyways, I'm actually not gonna boost. Let's save our last boost for late game. I do want to use my spikes here so we can like chip this down. And then one Maelstrom is probably gonna be enough. But I might go for a second one. Oh yeah, I probably needed that. If I had one more Tack sprayer, I feel like one is gonna be enough. And if I wait a little bit longer, maybe. It's fine though. Alright, now I'm gonna go for my Monkey Town. Come on, one more Eco Boost. And this is also like a perfect time to go for the Monkey Town, because if you were to all out you can actually sell the Monkey Town and go for defense, or like send a really big rush. You know, in both cases, you're gonna be chilling because Monkey Town is sellable. So that's the one thing I like about going for Monkey Town in these scenarios. And we'll go for a second glue gunner here on last, because this is not gonna glue it in time. So this is just for the ceramics, but okay, now obviously like I don't know, you don't have to do it. Let's set the village now though. Alright, I think this time we'll be fine. Let's learn from our mistakes and go for the 4th Tack sprayer. I mean, we have jungle drums this time, so I don't think we'll need it, but I'll go for it just to be safe. Do we even have to Maelstrom? Oh, it's kind of close. If I had one more Tack sprayer, I think we just defend without a Maelstrom, because the Ring of Fire spot is just so broken. Alright, I mean, that's Tack Village Glue for you, man. This start's insane. I'm gonna sell everything here. We'll go for a second Glue Jose up top. And, you know, just make sure you are able to max eco at all times. I don't know what his third tower is, actually. What the heck is this guy using? And I know, I could have just showcased him earlier on, but I'll let him be, okay? I'm trying to show you guys how good this strat is late game, so I don't really want to choke crush. But he was probably dead like 10 times over early on when he greeted. Let's send like region whites on round 9. And what a sick rush on every single round, you know, he's not defending anything. Alright, so we're gonna send a ZMG. This is like perfect for target practice, because you guys should be able to know. Oh, he's just dead. Never mind, you're not gonna know anything. Never mind, he actually defended. What the heck? I mean, he keeps dying on my screen, but apparently he's fine. Alright, hopefully since a ZMG, I can show you guys how to defend a ZMG with this strategy. Again, super easy, really simple to defend a ZMG. You wanna go for? Oh, nice, that's the ZMG. So you wanna go for Tack sprayers in these spots, right? These are the edges, right? And I'm actually gonna do an advanced tech here. I'm gonna micro the Tack sprayers so I can eco. If you're a noob, don't do this. Okay, it's really difficult. I mean, not really that difficult, but if your micro is not good, then it's not worth it. Pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say. So what you want to do is just pretty much max eco, and then how you want to buy defense is go for the bottom ones first, and then you can like eventually like sell them for top ones, and then sell everything for Maelstrom micro. So that's how you want to defend. I'm gonna sell and go for 3 of these here, and now I'm gonna go for 2 of these. Use the ability. There we go. And just redo this process one more time. Boom, boom, and we have a backup patcher here just in case. We don't need it, but that's what you want to do with the backup, okay? Just in case if you aren't able to like squeeze enough in time. And that's how you defend a ZMG, you know? Really easy, super simple. Bunch of Tack sprayers, you have glue, so it's like everything is like pretty much in slow motion. So You're gonna be fine, don't worry. And now it's time to go for a second glue Jose up top for the AI Moabs. And then you also want to sell this so we can fit 3. Pretty sure 3 is possible in this section. Alright, nice. And you want to go for a second Ring of Fire in here, just for cleanup for the Moabs that he sends. Okay, that's a Ring of Fire, which is not what I meant to go for, but oh well, we can just sell it. And that's pretty much it. For late game, you have to go for CTA, Micro, plus Tack Spray spam, okay? That's what you want to do late game. He has Tack. He was playing Sneaky Tack this whole time. God. His life would have been so much easier if he just, didn't go for Wizard only. If he just used Tack Shooter, it would be so much easier for him. But he had to use Tack Shooter. I mean, I wasn't going to allow him because I'm, obviously recording. So I'm not going to... I usually never allow when I record videos because it's just bad content in my opinion. And I don't go for choke rush strats either, because again, like, you're punishing what your opponent does. Like, what's the fun with that? Everyone sucks in this arena anyway, so you're gonna obviously win. So I don't see a point in doing it. And this is supposed to be Ring of Fire, by the way. I don't know what happened, but it's a Ring of Fire now. So chop. Let's get to work here. Let's go for Tack Sprays, and you can also buy range. Range is actually pretty nice for the Tack Sprays. So just start shooting a lot faster or a lot sooner. Faster. And oops, that's not what I meant to go for. Alright, there we go. So yeah, obviously like Tack Sprays everywhere. Ideally in these bends though, or like close to the factories. So you can like get more value from your money spent. Alright, now I'm just gonna lock in and then try to defend this. Alright. You can defend for quite some time with this strat, believe it or not, if you just micro properly, like the micro the CTs properly. And I'm actually gonna go for a Jungle Drums village here, so we can sell this glue. And okay, wow, he just died to AI. Okay, what is this lag? What the heck was that? Yeah, I can't believe he died to AI with Tack Shooter. All he has to do is just he rage quit as well. I believe that's why there was lag. Yeah. I think he tried to copy my first strategy, but he does not know how it works, like the game works in general. Because round 22, you obviously gotta go for Blade Mage Round. There's no other way to defend, because I mean you can go for Ring of Fire spam, but it's not gonna be like just Mage Round, okay? Like keep it simple. Anyways, y'all, that is going to be it for today's video. Top 3 easiest strategies, and just for proof, I won every single game back to back. This was yesterday's video, by the way. And this was the first game, Heli from Glue. Then we had Tack from Wiz, and then we had Tack Village Glue. All in the highest arena, 25,000 medallions, back-to-back wins. And as you guys can saw, like, we got terrible maps. I mean, except for the last map, those maps were terrible. Like cards, Tack from Wiz, yeah, don't do that. But obviously, you can do anything in this arena because people just suck. And if you play anything lower, like in CC or like any of these arenas, you're gonna have a really easy time if you just know the basics to defend, and then you can just rush your opponents because nobody really knows how to defend in like in these lower arenas, let alone in PvP Coliseum. So that is going to be it for this video. If this video helped you, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the video while you're at it, and I'll see you all tomorrow.